Hello. Welcome to Bitcoin Crypto News Online. I am your host, Shane. Today we're going to look at the charts. We're going to do the price projection. We're going to look at what's going on in the news. We're going to look at what happened in 24 and what we have to look forward to in 2025. First, let's take a look at the market. The market cap is holding at 3.4 trillion. We have seen a little bit of a downtick the last hour or so. The overall market, you can kind of look here. There's a few winners though in the 1 hour. Bitcoin is holding at just below $94,000, so a little bit of loss there. Next in order of significance is Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Dogecoin, followed by Cardano, number 10, followed by Tron, Avalanche, Toncoin, Chainlink, Sui. What else do we got here? We got some other good ones. I lost my place. Let's see. Oh, I went too far. That's what happened. Sui, followed by Shiba Inu, Stellar XLM, Hydra. We got Polkadot in 21, Bitcoin Cash, WealthCoin at 22, Bitcoin Cash 23, Leo Token, Hyperliquid. That's a project worth looking at. Not investing advice. Litecoin's fallen all the way down to 29. So who knows what Litecoin is doing, why it is getting so knocked behind. That has been a long time since it's been that low on the list, I believe. Pepe at 27. All right. So the market is going sideways. Fear and greed, we're cooling down at 66%. This is, excuse me, somewhat neutral of a market position. As far as the volatility, the momentum, the social media activity, surveys, dominance, trends, and all that, it's putting us at 66% greed according to CoinGlass. Our time chain calendar tells us that Satoshis are on sale. You can get 1,066 of them for $1. That was the same thing yesterday. Our Bitcoin price prediction at coincodex.com is showing us, based off the 50-day, 200 moving average, and 14 relative strength index, amongst other charts, that our 5-day prediction is holding at $103,000 per Bitcoin. The 1 month is $112,000. The 3 month is $127,000. Altcoin season, we see, is still going sideways. The chance of popping into a instant altcoin seems to be diminishing a little tiny bit, but sideways action, so it could recoup pretty quickly. Here in the top 50 performers, we can see Bitcoin is right in the middle, so we could go either way at this point. We'll just have to see what happens there. Some main topics that are in the news. One thing, Michael Saylor had his New Year's party hoping that Bitcoin would hit 100,000. It did shoot up to 99,000 for a short time on a lot of exchanges. A lot of excited cryptocurrency, Bitcoin maximalists and such did buy into Bitcoin. I bought a little bit myself yesterday, and I got it at 94,000, right in that range. Not investing advice, just telling you what I'm doing, talking shop. But yeah, it did spike up for a while and then went right back to where it was. So it is a little bit of a struggle. China tightens crypto trade oversight with new Forex rules, according to Cointelegraph here. They also tell us that ethers may struggle for meaningful rallies in 2025. You know, there's always different opinions. There is a possibility that, or the Swiss bank is looking at getting some Bitcoin. That just updated and is not on the top of the list, but I had heard about that earlier. Franklin Templeton predicts Bitcoin reserves will expand quite a bit. MicroStrategy shares has slipped a little bit, 8%. Not really a big deal. I'm not too paranoid about that. We talked about the 76, 78,000 retracement possibility. So we'll have to see if that happens. Other news, blockchain will make 2025 the year of AI as it becomes more friendly to developers and users. You can check that out if you want. 2025, will that become the year of Bitcoin DeFi? There's a lot of projects that are out there that intend to make that happen. So yeah, tokenized assets are one of the big in things that are going to happen this next coming year, and that could bring a tremendous amount of money. This Zoltan Varday tells us about that, but Michael Saylor has also alluded to that as well. So here is the proposal from Braden Lindria, and he tells us here on Cointelegraph that this Swiss National Bank holding Bitcoin, that is underway. They're going to rack up 1,000 signatures. This looks very possible. This could happen by June the 30th. This also will probably encourage people in Switzerland and surrounding countries to be thinking about investing a little bit into that. So that is something that is very possible. The documents are ready to be submitted to the Chancellor at least by April. So that's the way their timetable works there. These things don't happen overnight. But yeah, it says here that it's official, that this is a proposal that will go to the Swiss Federal Constitution. The National Bank, the quote here says, the National Bank builds itself up sufficiently monetary reserves from its own earnings. Part of these reserves are made up of gold and Bitcoin. That's what they're hoping to achieve. So we will see if that is something that comes to fruition. I'm sure it will, especially if Donald Trump doubles down on getting a treasury or some sort of Bitcoin war chest, I guess you could say. So in other news, the 2025 New Year's resolutions for any crypto advocate, that would be us, that would be you, that would be me. But the new year is exciting. We have a lot of upside as mainstream adoption, as governments, states. Texas is looking at adopting, at having a treasury of Bitcoin. Other states are also looking. The word is there's up to 5 states that either have legislation or are preparing legislation to include Bitcoin in their treasury this year. So we will see how that happens. Hopefully it will. So this is something, if you're a newcomer, take a look at my Bitcoin 101 so you can kind of understand Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Do some research with some other folks. I can assure you that I'm not going to drop any F-bombs or anything like that. So this is something you can listen to in front of your kids. And so that's one plus. Also, usually I try to keep these between 10 and 20 minutes. This one might be a little bit longer when they're the live streams that I do typically Monday through Friday. Sometimes holidays, I do end up having to take off or emergencies happen. But I try to get something out to you that's nice, family friendly, and gives you kind of an overlay of the market and things that I'm looking at that I think are important or relative or just fun or educational. So a lot of scams we talked about yesterday. Some of the scams that I talked about is this thing called dusting. So if you get a Coinbase wallet, not the app, but the wallet where you have your 12 seed phrase if you lose it, it's gone. It's gone forever, but it's a wallet through Coinbase. You can buy a lot of extra coins with it. They're trying to on-stream or mainstream people into using this wallet to give them the feeling that they're really have a cryptocurrency cyberpunk kind of world here. But the sad part is that even though they are doing all this KYC and everything, there's all these scams. There's people that'll drop these little coins into your wallet because they can see all the wallets and they can see that, you know, which ones have money anyway, the addresses, and so they'll just send this stuff out to anyone on the base network. And if you try to exchange it, you could get ripped off. If you try to connect with them or link to them, you could get ripped off. If you try to buy more, you could get ripped off. So yeah, be wary. If you didn't put it in your wallet, I would say, yeah, probably don't do anything with it. Do a lot of research. There's a chance somebody could have accidentally put something in your wallet. If you're not waiting for an airdrop that you're not, you know, that isn't promoted or that you can't look up, like if you see that coin, you can take that name, Google it, and see if they did an airdrop. Okay. And then go to their website and check out what their coin is and what it looks like and all that stuff. So, because there's a lot of mirrored tokens. They look like a token, but they're a little different. A lot of scams. Be careful. So rug pulls are another thing that happens. These coins come out. A lot of people get into them. We call these meme coins or gambling coins. Some of them are just a ripoff. But so far, 31 rug pulls occurred in a single day, resulting in $15 million loss in 1 month alone. So this is scary. This is going to give the governments more of an excuse to regulate the heck out of cryptocurrency and take away every little bit of freedom that we have. But that's the way it is. You can see the chart here showing the amount of daily transaction counts, and this is what they tie to this rug pull. Here's Hawk. Hawk was a token and wasn't the greatest ideas, but the cap rate went up to 490 million. It crashed by 91% to 41 million in less than 3 hours. So sometimes you jump on the bandwagon with these things. You see a video on YouTube, even some influencers. There's AI that can make it look like it's an influencer that you know that's promoting you to look at this new coin or to deposit some coin or XRP or Solana or you name it, whatever coin, and they're going to give you a free airdrop. It's a ripoff. Probably it's a scam. So you need to go to like CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. Go to the links they have. They vetted out most of those links to that particular coin. Go to their website from there. Make sure the web page is the actual web page that pulls up in your address bar there. I mean, you know, there's so many scams, guys. I just don't want to see you get ripped off. In fact, that's why I did crypto presentations back in the beginning of 2018. I traveled through the public library system and would give these free Bitcoin Crypto 101 presentations where I would bring in my laptop and explain blockchain, but I would hand out a one page, which is turned into like 4-page safety recommendations. And if you want that, actually, you can email me at bitcoincryptonewsonline@gmail.com. I'll send that to you. No strings attached. I'm not gonna sell your email. I'm not going to spam you or any of that stuff. So you don't have to worry about that. So Bitcoin here is got a lot of projects. Here's some other projects they talk about: Stacks, Rootstock, Liquid, Babylon. This is an opportunity for passive income. They are finding a way that you can stake your Bitcoin and get paid for it. Well, you know, Babylon is one that supposedly you don't totally lose the ability to hold your Bitcoin. It's like a third party thing. So you have 3 people that hold the Bitcoin. So you're getting your interest and they have to give you the Bitcoin back. I believe that's how the Babylon program was supposed to work initially when it came out. I don't know about these other programs, but I would also say if you're here in the US and you're investing in cryptocurrencies and you don't know what you're doing, put in a stop loss and also maybe kind of lean toward American coins, especially if you're new. Coins that have a presence here in the United States. Okay, that's not a guarantee you won't lose money. It's not investing advice, but just trying to help the newbies out there, people that are just getting on board with crypto. Maybe they have not been through this bull market. Maybe you've been into crypto for a couple years now. This is your first bull market. Maybe you've been in cryptocurrency for 3 years. Be careful. There's more scams than ever. That's because there's a lot of opportunity and there's a lot of money flying around. But yield farming, interest, things like this, giving your money to provide liquidity, there's all risks with all of those things. So is it worth looking into if you have some extra cryptocurrency that you're willing to put out there? Yes, after you do the research, I would say. So these Bitcoin DeFi protocols that are surging, they are playing with $306 million in quarter one, 7.4 billion by quarter four, representing a staggering 2,180% increase. So you can see this chart right here. This interest is just going crazy. This Bitcoin Fi, they call it BTC Fi. That is the acronym for using Bitcoin in DeFi, which is decentralized finance. Typically, you earn interest or by staking some of your coins, which get tied up where you can't spend them right away. And they could get tied up for a long time. Sometimes you can untie them up in a day, a week, sometimes a month, maybe 3 months even. It depends. Higher interest rates, the more your coins are going to get locked up. So look into that and do your research. All right. 3 coins back from the dead in 2024 that continue to rise in 2025. We've talked about some of these. Cointelegraph gives us a little bit of a list here. We got Dogecoin is one. It is poised for some major gains. Right now the market's in a slump, but it certainly could go up when the market starts to go the right direction again. Ripple is another one because they are looking at having a stable coin through their platform. Ripple has already gone up 350% since November. I sold it at the worst possible time. I have the worst luck with Ripple. So XRP, yeah, I have the worst luck with it. I always buy it at an okay time, but sell it at not an okay time. So it's just the coin that doesn't like me for some reason. Also, because that is a U.S. based coin, that is something that could give some big surges as they could get an ETF, and that would be big. Solana also is possibly having a ETF, so that's another one you might want to look at. HBAR, this is also a U.S. company. Hedera, Hedera. This is backed by Google, I think Amazon, maybe all kinds of great companies. I think Coinbase, or not Coinbase, eBay, and lots of other companies. There's a list. Go to their website, check that out. I told you how to find the website. One safer way of doing it. So yeah, they are really up. They're like one of the top producing top 100 coins of the year. So yeah, that's awesome. Hedera also is growing its decentralized finance presence and been a key driver for its success. And the value has soared 53 million in January to nearly 200 million in December. So this is a big deal. So those are not, that's not investing advice, but those are some to look at and put in your stop losses if you can't afford to lose all your money, because you can lose all your money. So you can see some of the top news stories here that we had throughout the year. Bitcoin has just done great this last year, even though we're down right now. At the beginning of the year, we were at 50 something thousand dollars, and now we're almost double that. And we're sniveling because it dropped, 10 or 15%. Bitcoin typically does a 20 to 40% dip in this type of a bull market before it goes all the way up and hits its new all-time high in this, what I'm calling a super cycle. Could I be wrong? Sure, I could. A lot of people feel the same way I do. It is not over yet. There's just too much money going into Bitcoin, and it will follow into cryptocurrency as well. Our friends here at Business World tell us that Bitcoin more than doubles because of the spot ETFs in 2024 and because of the Trump euphoria. We will no doubt see Bitcoin go back to 100,000 and rise even more. It will rocket as we see the market capitalization go back up and go beyond 4 trillion, up toward 5 trillion, maybe even beyond 5 trillion. We are bound to see a Bitcoin going to 120,000 and up. If the market capitalization of Bitcoin continues to go up from where it is and the total market capitalization continues to go up, we will see phenomenal growth. The market capitalization will double from what it was last year, which I think it was like 3 trillion. So it'll at least double, and we will see some huge, huge gains. Cathie Woods predicts Bitcoin could hit 60,000 by 2030. By the way, that's only 5 years away, not that long of a way. This is at banklesstimes.com. You can look this up. But she was at the New Year's party at Michael Saylor's house last night, and she said that she expects, I believe it was 200 to 250,000 this year potentially, and also a $600,000 Bitcoin by 2030. So that is amazing. Can it really reach these big, huge numbers? Yes, because it's scarce, because everybody's gobbling it up. Some prices that people are promoting or predicting up to $105 million. Some of these predictions, like Michael Saylor saying that Bitcoin will be multiple millions, are out there farther in the future, but these are things that are real. We will see a $1 million Bitcoin probably either this next cycle or maybe even before. We just don't know because there's just so much money ready to go into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So I have not talked about the YouTube channel here, Bitcoin Crypto News Online, but please check out our description. We've got some links there. Please connect with us. We are on social media. Please like and subscribe. Happy New Year. Thank you. Goodbye.